وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد أفضل صلواتك بعدد معلوماتك وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. Imam Tirmidhi narrated this hadith in Kitab al-Tafsir, Bab Surat al-Hajj. And hadith is narrated by Imran ibn Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And Imran ibn Hussein, he is one of those youth who believed in the message of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam from the very beginning. And he used to be in Darul Arqam with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His father Hussein, that is not this sin, that is this Saul, Hussein. So Hussein, after a long time, he accepted Islam in Dar Arqam as well. But he was a very open opponent to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and very strong man. So once he came to Dar Arqam, and when Imran, his son, he saw him, and he was hanging his sword to his right side. So now Imran felt that maybe he has come malafidely or with bad intention. So Imran jumped to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and brought out his sword. Yes, and he was holding it like this, like he is ready to hit someone. Hussein came and sat in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and his son Imran, he was staring at him. Yes, but when he spoke to the Prophet and he accepted Islam, so Imran rushed to him, he kissed his hand, touches his knees with ihtiram and respect. And Prophet ﷺ said, look, this is Islam, this is Iman, this is a strong belief in Allah. As long as the father was not Muslim, his young son was very much ready to hit him if he has any bad intention. So Imran said, of course, I was ready for any attack. That if he will say something, I will jump at him. But he is my father. When he showed respect to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and accepted Islam, I give him the same respect. So this is Imran ibn Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And the hadith is read like this. عن عمران بن حسين رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لما نزلت يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم يوم ترونها تذهل كل مرضعة عما أرضعت وتضع كل ذات حمل حملها وترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى ولكن عذاب الله شديد. قال أنزلت علي هذه وهو في سفر فقال أتدرون أي يوم ذلك؟ فقالوا الله ورسوله أعلم. قال ذلك يوم يقول الله لآدم ابعث بعث النار فقال يا رب وما بعث النار؟ قال 999 إلى النار وواحد إلى الجنة. فانشأ المسلمون يبكون فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قاربوا وسددوا فإنها لم تكن نبوة قط إلا كان بين يديها جاهلية. قال فيؤخذ العدد من الجاهلية فإن تمت وإلا كملت من المنافقين. وما مثلكم والأمم إلا كمثل الرقمة في ذراع الدابة أو كالشامة في جنب البعير. ثم قال إني لأرجو أن تكونوا ثلث أهل الجنة فكبروا. ثم قال إني لأرجو أن تكونوا نصف أهل الجنة فكبروا. قال لا أدري قال ثلثين أم لا. قال الترمذي حديث حسن صحيح. عمران بن حسين رضي الله تعالى, he narrates this hadith that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was on his journey and traveling. When he received the first two ayat of Surah Hajj, and the ayat are read like this: O mankind, اتقوا ربكم fear your Lord. إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم. The earthquake of the big thing. You will see it. تَذْهَلُ كُلُّ مُرْضِعَةٍ عَمَّا أَرْضَعَتْ. So every sucking mother will be heedless towards sucking belly. وَتَضَعُ كُلُّ ذَاتِ حَمْلٍ حَمْلَهَا. And every pregnant تَضَعُ كُلُّ ذَاتِ حَمْلٍ حَمْلَهَا. It will deliver before time. وَتَرَى النَّاسَ سُكَارَى. And you will see the people insane. وَمَا هُمْ بِسُكَارَى. They will not be drunk. وَلَكِنَّ عَذَابَ اللَّهِ شَدِيدٌ. But the punishment of Allah is very severe. Because of fear, they will lose their senses. Got it? So then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says that you know what day is this? Or what day this was? So they said, Allah and His Messenger, they know the best. So he said that is the day when Allah will say to Adam, Ib'as ba'san nar. Ib'as ba'san nar. Bring out the people of fire. فَقَالَ يَا رَبِّ وَمَا بَعْثُ النَّارِ. What about the Ba'as or the army of fire? قَالَ 999 إِلَى النَّارِ وَوَاحِدٌ إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ. From your offspring, 999 will go to the fire and one will go to Jannah. So 1 per 1,000. فَأَنْشَأَ الْمُسْلِمُونَ يَبْكُونَ. So the Muslims, when they heard it, so the Muslims started crying. وَقَالَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم. Prophet ﷺ said, قَارِبُوا وَصَدِّدُوا. قَارِبُوا وَصَدِّدُوا. This is a muhawara or proverb which is said in such like situation when people cannot hold themselves. So Arab says, قَارِبُوا وَصَدِّدُوا. Yeah. Take it easy. What? Take it easy. Hold yourself. Got it? So Prophet ﷺ said, take it easy. Be close to each other. وَصَدِّدُوا. And fill up the blanks. Yes, this is a muhawara and proverb. Means, take it easy. فَإِنَّا لَمْ تَكُنْ نُبُوَّةً قَطُّ. In history, there was no any prophethood. إِلَّا كَانَ بَيْنَ يَدَيْهَا جَاهِلِيَّةً. But before that prophethood, the whole world was in ignorance and jahiliyyah, in kufr and shirk. قَالَ. So he said, فَيُوخَذُ الْعَدَدَ مِنَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ. This number will be taken from the people of the time of ignorance. 999. They will be taken from the time of ignorance. فَإِن تَمَّلْ. If the number is completed, so that's okay. وَإِلَّا كَمُلَتْ مِنَ الْمُنَافِقِينَ. Otherwise, Allah will complete the number from the munafiqeen after the time of jahiliyyah. وَمَا مَثَلُكُمْ وَالْأُمَمْ إِلَّا كَمَثَلِ الرَّقَمَةِ فِي ذِرَاعِ الدَّابَّةِ. And Prophet ﷺ consoled his own ummah. Yes, that your ratio towards other nations is كَمَثَلِ الرَّقَمَةِ, like a white dot فِي ذِرَاعِ الدَّابَّةِ, in the leg of a cattle, in the leg of a living entity. Like a horse, the whole is black. There is a white dot. So what is the ratio? So Prophet ﷺ said that your number with other ummahs, that is just like that mark fi zira'i dabba, in the leg of the cattle. So maqala inni la arju an takunu thuluth ahli al-jannah. Then he said that I think or I expect that you will be 1/3 of the people of paradise. فَكَبَّرُوا. So they said, Allahu Akbar. ثُمَّ قَالَ. Then he said, إِنِّي لَأَرْجُ أَن تَكُونُوا نِصْفَ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ. That you will be half of the people of paradise. فَكَبَّرُوا. So they said, Takbir. قَالَ لَا أَدْرِي. He says that I don't know. قَالَ الثُّلُثَيْنِ أَمْ لَا. That Prophet ﷺ mentioned 2/3 also are not. Imam Tirmidhi said that this hadith is Hasan Sahih. And Hasan Sahih, as I told you, that hadith is of two types. You want to write it, so write it down. It's of two types. One is Maqbool, M-A-Q-B-O-O-L. Literal meaning of Maqbool is accepted, but that is not meant here in Ilmul Hadith. This is not a word, this is a term. There is a difference between word and term. Word is to be translated, terms have to be explained. Got it? The second one is Mardud, M-A-R-D-O-O-D. Mardud. Literal meaning is rejected, but that is not meant here. That is the opposite side of the Hadith Maqbool. On one side there is Hadith which is called Maqbool, on the other side it's called Mardud. So Hadith Maqbool, that is of four types. One is called Sahih, S-A-H-E-E-H. Sahih li-zatihi, L-I-Z-A-T-I-H-I. Sahih li-zatihi. The second one, Hasan, H-A-S-A-N. Hasan li-zatihi, L-I-Z-A-T-I-H-I. Hasan li-zatihi. The third one is Sahih li-ghayrihi, L-I-G-H-A-I-R-I-H-I. Sahih li-ghayrihi. And the fourth one is Hasan li-ghayrihi. So with only one definition, you can find out all the categories of hadith. And I wrote that book of Usul al-Hadith, which Brother Mansoor, he typed it. Yes, in Usul al-Hadith. So I have written there all the details. But in brief, Sahih li-zatihi is a hadith which has all five qualities mentioned by Muhaddiseen. Number one, that is narrated by a just narrator. Adl. Just is not the proper explanation of Adl, but that is little meaning of, because Adl means a lot. Ma naqalahu adlun. Ma naqalahu adlun. Number two, tamu dhabt, having a strong memory. Number three, bisanadin muttasilin, with a constant and continuous narration chain, without any disconnection. All links are connected. Ma naqalahu adlun, tamu dhabt, bisanadin muttasilin, min ghairi shududin wala illa. You should write shuduz, S-H-U-Z-O-O-Z, without shuzuz, because this is not a word, this is a term, so we have to explain it. Min ghairi shuzuz, without shuzuz, wala illa, and without illa, I-L-L-A-H. Yeah. So-called people or so-called scholars, yes, they will pose a question, this hadith is sahih. So don't tell him that this is sahih. First, you should ask him that to tell me the definition of hadith sahih, then I will be able to tell you that this sahih hadith or not. Got it? Nobody knows it. Yeah? Only muhaddis knows it. Yeah? But this is just like a mess. This hadith is sahih. It's what you. Yeah, bindi ka shorba. Buzzing word. ما نقله عدل تام الضبط بسند متصل من غير شذوذ ولا علة. So who is عدل? Number one, Muslim. Number two, baligh, adult. Number three, aqil, sane person. Number four, muttaqi, a pious guy. Now regarding piety, the muhaddiseen are very strict. That what type of piety? Every one of us, we can define the piety. Yes? And the muhaddiseen, if the muhaddis saw someone that he is standing on the side of this road and is eating that burger, yes, he said that this guy does not have any haya. How I can take hadith from this guy? He never done anything wrong. The only thing, he was too hungry. Yes, and he was standing there. And yes, because this is against muruwa, so they're not taking hadith from him. They mark it. If they take, they mark it. Yes, because of that one narrator, they mark it. That once I saw him, that he was standing on the roadside and he was eating burger and standing. Yes, people were looking at him and he was not looking good. Yes, so it means that in piety, the dignity, the respect, and the self-respect is included to that extent. Got it? But unfortunately, they do not have respect for their own self. What type of respect they can use to deen of Allah? Subhanahu. Why? Because when our aim is to earn dollars, there will be no respect neither for your own self nor for your island. Because you are not giving respect to your own island. I'm sorry to say, yes, 90+% ulama, their only priority is how to earn dollar in the easy way. Yes. And muhaddiseen, they were that much strict. Got it? So manaqalahu adlun tamuzab memory. In my book of Zawaj Aisha, I have mentioned there. My book of Zawaj Aisha regarding the marriage of Aisha. That Aisha got married by him. She got engagement, she was 17. In the Riwayah of Bukhari, 7 and 9, that's actually Naskhul Kitaba. What is Naskhul Kitaba? Instead of 19 and 17. Yes, it is narrated. Who narrated it? Nobody knows. Yes, but one of the narrators, he did a mistake and they stopped it. Got it? 7 and 9. That's 17 and 19. And there I spoke a lot about one Rawi. He is the son of Urwa, Hisham ibn Urwa. He is a very authentic narrator. He is a very authentic narrator. But after 90 years of age, he lost his memory. He lost his memory. In 90 years, he never narrated this hadith of 7 and 9. Yes, he never narrated this hadith of. But when he migrated to Kufa, yes, and he lost his memory at that time. Yes, so he was narrating 7 and 9. He said that he lost his memory. When he lost his memory, then his word is not dependable. Got it? So we found out from other angles that the age of Aisha, the time of engagement was 17, at time of marriage it was 19. Got it? Yeah. So anyhow, this is very much important regarding the memory. Yes, before losing memory, the ahadith of such like Rawi is accepted. But after losing memory, the muhaddiseen, they put it on sides. Yes. If you will mention there, Hisham ibn Urwa, an authentic Rawi. Oh brother, I do not have any problem with Hisham ibn Urwa. He is an authentic eyewitness. All muhaddiseen say he is authentic. But the same muhaddiseen, they said that he lost his memory. Got it? So what you will do? Yes. وَمِنْكُمْ مَنْ يُرَدُّ إِلَىٰ أَرْذَلِ الْعُمُرِ لِكَيْ لَا يَعْلَمَ مِنْ بَعْدِ عِلْمٍ شَيْئًا happened. Yes. Chemicals of bodies are different in different humans. Yes or not? Yes, somebody is 120 and he does not lose his memory. And somebody is 60 only and he lost everything. Got it? Got it, got it. Anyhow, this was one example. Yes. So anyhow, مَنَقَلَهُ عَدْلٌ تَامُ الزَّبْطِ. Now, if this memory is 10 to 20% weak, if a narrator in the narration chain, his memory is 10 to 20%, because less than 10%, that's called tamuzabt. Here also in Bahim's hospital, they ask you your pain from 1 to 10. Yes. They say it or not? Got it? So your memory from 1 to 100. Yes, that's 95. Okay, tamuzabt. Yes. That is 78. Oh no. Yes, we cannot put his hadith in the category of Sahih al-Hadith. Got it? So ما نقله عدل تام الضبط بسند متصل. Narration chain must be constant and continuous without any disconnection. Because all types of hadith, even zihar, that's not weak hadith. This weak is wrong. Translating the word za'if by weak is wrong. Yeah, because the moment we say weak, that means that's not acceptable. This is a term, this is not a word. This is a term, this is not a word. You have to keep in view all these details, then you will find out what za'if means. Got it? So now, if memory is weak from 10 to 20%, so hadith itself is called da'if. But if the same da'if hadith narrated by that rawi and it does not have any other defect, hadith does not have any other defect, so hadith is called Hasan li zatihi. That is Sahih of category 2. But the term for that is not Sahih. The term for that is Hasan li zatihi. And if the hadith is Za'if, because one rawi or narrator was not adl, got it? Or one narrator, he was not tamul dhabt, his memory was only 60%, for example. Got it? Or the narration chain is not connected. There is some disconnection therein. There is some disconnect. How you will find the disconnection? So you will find the disconnection from Asma'ul Rijal, the biography of narrators. And Dr. Springer, he has written a very good book in Ilm al-Hadith. Yes? Mu'jam of Hadith. This is written by Dr. Springer. This is a very good research work. Mu'jam al-Hadith by Dr. Springer. So he has written in the preface that this is not the only thing which the Muslims done, that they have preserved every single word and work of their Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But the best thing is that those who narrated it, they preserved their biography as well. For preservation of hadith, they preserved their biography. And how many narrators are there whose biography has been preserved by the muhaddithin? They are 500,000. You should write it. How many?
500.
500,000. So in different books of Asma'ul Rijal, like Mughni of Ibn Qudama, like the book of Hafiz ibn Hajar, like the book written in this regard by Imam Sayyuti, by Khatib Baghdadi, by Allama Maqdisi, by Ibn Salah. Just name them. These are authentic authorities. Yes. To find out how the hadith is, or how the status of Ravi is, we are not looking towards Albani. Yes. We are looking towards Ibn Hajar. We are looking at Sahib Inaya. We are looking to Imam Zela'i. We are looking at Hafiz ibn Hajar. Yes, because I mentioned that. Why? Because sometimes a hadith which has been taken into consideration by fuqaha, yes, they say, Sheikh Albani said this hadith is za'if. He said, yes, that's his point of view. We have nothing to do with the point of view of Sheikh Albani. Yes, because Sheikh Albani, where from he has taken it? Yes, if he has taken it from the previous people, there is no need of his research then. Yes, because that research is already done. Yes, if he has not taken it from the previous people, so where from he took it? Then the second source is only wahi. Yes, that somebody received wahi, that oh, Ibn Hajar said that this narrator is okay, but now the new wahi came that this narrator is not okay. Because previous people, where from you will find out. Yes. You will find out from these authentic people that what do you think about Khalid al-Ahmar? What do you think about such and such Rawi? You know what I'm saying? What do you think about Haris al-Awwal? Got it? So that's why, with due respect to Shaykh Albani, yes, yes, for sure, he will have done it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so he would be rewarded. But we have nothing to do with it. Got it? It doesn't mean that we are degrading Shaykh Albani. No, we do respect him as a alim. Yes, but we have nothing to do with his work. Got or not? Yeah. Say, because there are a lot of mujtahideen nowadays. We have nothing to do with their ijtihad. For us, Abu Hanifa is enough. Yes, for us, Shafi is enough. For us, Malik and Ahmad is enough. Yes, Ibn Masud said, radiyallahu ta'ala an, iqtadu bil ladhina matu, fa inna al-ahya'a la yu'manu alayhim. Follow those who pass away. Because those who are still alive, you cannot put your trust in them. Because nobody knows what they will do tomorrow. Yes. Maybe today they are good, but what they will do tomorrow? Yes, what a beautiful word Ibn Masud said. Iqtadu bil ladhina matu, fa inna al-ahya'a la yu'manu alayhim. Ibn Masud is therefore Abu Hanifa said, Ibn Masud huwa Ibn Masud. Yes, Ibn Masud is Ibn Masud. What are you talking about? Yes, he was debating with ulama, with Imam Awza'i, yes, in Haram, and with a few ulama regarding Raf al-Yadayn. Regarding what? Raf al-Yadayn. So they presented a hadith, حدثنا فلان قال حدثنا فلان قال حدثنا فلان حدثني نافع. Yes, حدثني مالك عن نافع عن ابن عمر. So Imam said, حدثني حماد. حدثني حماد قال حدثني إبراهيم النخعي قال حدثني علقمة والأسود عن عبد الله بن مسعود رضي الله تعالى عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يرفع يديه حين الافتتاح. Yes, the Prophet ﷺ was raising his hand when he was doing takbir iftitah. But the hadith of Ibn Umar, yes, بكل خفض ورفع, in every going down and coming up. Yes, he was raising his hand. So now Abu Hanifa said, rahmatullahi alayh, that look, you said حدثني Malik, and I said حدثني Hammad. So Hammad is afqahu min Malik. He is a greater faqih than Imam Malik. Yes, and this issue is the issue of fiqh. This issue is what? The issue of fiqh. قال حدثني نافع. He said that Nafi', he related to me. So Imam Abu Hanifa said that I said that Hammad said حدثني Ibrahim al-Nakha'i. So Ibrahim al-Nakha'i, he is afqahu min Nafi'. Nafi' is my teacher, but Ibrahim al-Nakha'i, he was very bigger faqih than Nafi'. And he said that you say حدثني Ibn Umar. He said, Nafi', that Ibn Umar told me. Yeah, and I said that my Shaykh Ibrahim Nakha'i, he said حدثني أسود وعلقمة. حدثني الأسود وعلقمة. That Aswad and Alqamah. So he said, ولولا فضيلة الصحبة لقلت أن علقمة كان أفقه من ابن عمر. That to be the Sahabi of the Messenger of Allah, no any other virtue can compete it. Because other virtue cannot enter to their field. Yes. Yes, just bring all the qualities from all over the world. Where a minor Sahabi is standing, these qualities cannot enter that protected area, that prohibited area. Competition will come when you go to the arena. Competition will come where? Yes, now the Sheikh Ismail, he is competing in what? In football, in basketball, yes. So he is competing, but where? Here in Masjid. Yes, where there is the field. You have to enter to the field first. Yes, and later on you will compete. Yes, so now, field of Suhbah, the Maidan of Suhbah is such a Maidan, nobody else can step in there. It's protected area for them. But Abu Hanifa said, rahmatullahi alayh, if that virtue would not have been there, so for sure I would have said that Alqamah is a greater faqih than Abdullah ibn Umar. But he said Abdullah ibn Umar is a Sahabi, so that's why there is no competition. Yes, and then he said, Wa Abdullah, Wa Abdullah. And after that there is the case of Abdullah ibn Masud, Wa Abdullah, Wa Abdullah, Abdullah. Yeah, that is my it. Got it? Got it. Okay. So shuzuz are illah. So what is shuzuz? So shuzuz is when one Rawi is narrating a hadith with a word, narrating a hadith with a word, which is not narrated by another narrator who is much more authentic than this one. And this narrator is authentic itself, but there is a more authentic Rawi. So for example, he used the word jalasa. Jalasa means he said. But this Rawi used the word qa'ada. Qa'ada means also said. But which word Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has used? So the much more authentic authority, and Rawi he said jalasa. Meaning is one and the same. How careful they are. Yes. Got it? Got it or not it? Yes. And here we are living in a world. Yeah, especially this problem is coming from India and Pakistan a lot. Yes. If you would say like this, isko aisa hona chahiye. Should be like this. Say no, it should not be like this. Kya farak padta hai? Hum kehte hain farak padta hai. Just sit down. Foolish guy. Kya farak padta hai? Kya farak padta tha agar ek rawi ne jalasa keh diya, one rawi said jalasa, the other one said qa'ada, both mean the same. Yes, but regarding the word of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were very much careful that which word the Prophet used sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So now, the much more authentic, he said jalasa, and the less authentic, he is authentic, but less authentic, he said qa'ada. So we said this riwayah is shaz. This riwayah is what? Shaz. And number 5, it does not have any illah. Illah is such a word which is used for dalil and for reason. For what? For reason. Like illah for qiyas in jurisprudence. Yeah, that this is the illah qiyas, the reason, the cause, common cause. What? But here, the illah means a type of weakness. Illah means what? A type of weakness. So what type of weakness that is? So then there are details in usul al-hadith. But let me give you one example. Now look, we said connection in links, that is must for a hadith to be a sahih one. Yes or not?
Yes.
Got it? Or not? What connection mean? You will find out from the biography. If there is in the biography of the student that this student was born in 1998, June 1998. Later on, he is narrating a hadith directly from a sheikh. From what? From a sheikh who passed away in 2001. Who passed away? In 2000. So it means that he was studying hadith when he was 3 years old. So at that time he was Shaykh al-Hadith. Yes, he was in final year. He was studying hadith with Shaykh because Shaykh passed away in 2001, and at that time this guy was only 3 years old. Yes, so when he narrates a hadith from such like Shaykh, so we put a mark here. Then there is a disconnection. There is what? There is a disconnection. So then there is a research to find out. So you will go to Ibn Qadama, you will go to Ibn Hajar, you will go to Inaya, you will go to Imam Zayla'i, you will go to Imam Sayyudi, you will go to Khatib Baghdadi, you will go to Ibn Salah, you will go to Kirmani, you will go to Qasbalani, and to all these, and you will ask them that who is there. So if that hadith is narrated, the same wording through another connection and narration chain, which is connected without any doubt. So that hadith is sahih. So we say that this one is the mutabi'ah one. This one is what? The support. This is the mutabi'ah, and we are taking into consideration that hadith because wording is the same. But we have, because of that, we cannot tell this hadith that this is also sahih. Yes, we say no, this is munqati. This hadith is what? You say the word. We say we are not talking about the wording. We are talking about the narration chain. Yes. So munqati is not the quality of wording. It is the quality of chain. So this hadith in its very narration chain, that is munqati. Even though the same wording is mentioned here in another hadith which is connected. Got it? So we say put it as support. As stucco. This what?
Stucco.
What is this?
Stucco.
This is stucco. And stucco is also yes. Very good thing. But for academic purpose, we say that this hadith is munqati. So anyhow, now we mentioned what is Hasan and what is Sahih. So I was giving you an example. That what is Illa? For example, a student, he narrated a hadith from a sheikh. Yes. This student was living in the time when the sheikh was giving dars. Yes. And this guy, he was a known student at that time. But not of that sheikh. It was not known that he was the student of that sheikh or not. Yes. But he was a student at that time, he was studying hadith. And at that time, the same sheikh was alive and he was giving his dars as well. Got it?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah.
Yes. Got it. So now, this student is narrating a hadith from their sheikh directly, without putting anyone in between. Yes. So now, according to Imam Muslim, rahmatullahi alayhi, if the student himself is a truthful person, he is a pious guy, he is a adl and just narrator. Yes. So for sure, we will think about him. That he has met him and he has learned this hadith and taken this hadith from him. Got it? Or not it? Yes. Imam Muslim rahmatullahi alayhi, he called imkan al mulaqati yakfi li ittisal al-sanad. That if there is a possibility of meeting, so that is enough to connect the narration chain. That's called imkan al mulaqat yakfi li ittisal al-sanad. According to whom? To Imam Muslim rahmatullahi alayhi. But Imam Bukhari is a little strict. He said, no, for sure, we know that this guy met that sheikh in his lifetime once or twice. Yes, meeting is must. So Imam Bukhari says, practical meeting is must. And Imam Muslim says, possibility of meeting is okay. So now, this hadith, where the meeting is not proven, so Imam Bukhari said, this is a illah. This is a weakness. This what? So he does not narrate such a hadith. Imam Bukhari, he doesn't say that this is weak, but he said, don't put it in my book. Got it? But Imam Muslim, he put that hadith in his. Even though the book of Imam Muslim is also called Sahih Muslim. So as I told you, that this being of a hadith, Sahih or Da'if, this is but a matter of research by Muhaddithin. Not by Muhaddithin of this time. At that time, the Sarrafin, the exchanger, the Sarraf, the Naqqad. Got it? Me, myself, I cannot differentiate between $100 bill and $100 bill. If somebody will give me a fake one, don't give me a fake one. Yeah, see. Okay. So if somebody will give me a fake one, I cannot differentiate. Yes, but he's on the counter. These guys are girls who are standing there, so they do like this. Yes, or they do like this, and sometimes. Yes. The yellow pen. Okay, so that's called tanqeed. That's called what? Tanqeed, to find out the fake and the genuine. Got it? Got or not? So these muhaddithin, they were finding out the genuine and the fake. The genuine and the fake. They were not finding. So anyhow, here Imam Tirmidhi rahmatullahi alayhi, but Tirmidhi, and in my book I have, yes, one book under that composed in the printing now, Usul Hadith. It's a big book of 300 pages. Yes, and the English one, yes, the Mansouri compiled it. I have it. Anyhow, in that book I have written a specific chapter. Yes, that. What is the mazhab of Imam Tirmidhi regarding this terminology? Because he has a different point of view from all muhaddithin. As we mentioned, that Sahih is different, Hasan is different. But Imam Tirmidhi rahmatullahi alayhi, sometimes he is given both the qualities to one hadith. Yes, but in this regard, he has different approaches. Yes, sometimes he is giving both qualities to one hadith. So it means Sahihun 'inda ba'd al-ulama wa Hasanun 'inda al-ba'd. That this hadith is Sahih according to some muhaddithin, and this is Hasan according. This is the level of the hadith. Got it? Or sometimes you say Hadithun Hasanun Sahihun. That itself it was Hasan li zatihi, but the same Hasan li zatihi has been narrated to different narration chain of the same level which support each other. So it elevated to Sahih li-ghayrihi. So there we say that Hasanun Sahihun. Yani Hasanun li zatihi, Sahihun li ghayrihi. Hasanun li zatihi. So regarding this hadith also Imam Tirmidhi said, وَقَالَ التِّرْمِذِي هَذَا حَدِيثٌ حَسَنٌ. Got it? Not it, bought it, shot it, or got it. So, anyhow, we were supposed to give an ad. Yes. Lost. I lost. Yes. That one of our friends, name is Khan. Yes. He is 6 feet tall. Yes. 181 or 82. Less? Okay, 76. Oversight of 170. Yes, yes. So 170. Yes. And he speaks very fluently. Everything is okay with him. So we lost him. But alhamdulillah, we found him. That's good. Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. Last Friday we were talking about wudu al-ma'zur. Somebody who has an excuse as far as wudu is concerned. He cannot keep his wudu because of something which is not in his control. As we mentioned, salisul bawl, urine dripping, or his wound is bleeding, or pus is coming out, so he cannot keep his wudu. So in brief summary, the wudu of that ma'zur according to Abu Hanifa, rahmatullahi alayh, that is for the whole time. That is for the whole time. Recommended way is to make wudu after that the time of prayer started. Got it? But if somebody, he made his wudu before the time was started, but when he was making wudu, that was not the time of any prayer, like the time after sunrise up to zawal. It is not a time of any first prayer. Is there any first prayer? Say.
No.
No. Because if somebody made, for example, the time of zuhr ends 5 o'clock. He already prayed his zuhr. But now, 4:55, he renewed his wudu. He renewed his wudu. Then, 5 o'clock, the asr time started. So that wudu gets broken because the basic rule according to Abu Hanifa for wudu al-ma'zur is that it is getting broken with the passage of time. You should write it. You have done any ibadah with or you have not. But when the time passed and time was that of a first prayer, so it breaks the wudu. Got it? Passage of time. And when he said that the wudu is for the whole time, so for example, 1 o'clock, you made your wudu for salat zuhr, so you can pray your zuhr with. Number 1, you can pray your fajr which you missed, the qaza of fajr. You can pray your salat janaza with that. You can recite and touch Quran with that wudu. All the things where the wudu is required and needed, you can do as long as still the zuhr time is there. Got it? But Imam Shafi says, rahmatullahi alayh, and that is the mother of Abu Yusuf also. That the wudu of ma'zur is getting broken with the start of time, not with the passage of time. With what? With the start of time, not with the passage of time. So in 4 prayer, there is no difference. In 4 prayer time, there is no difference. But the only difference is after sunrise up to zawal. That if somebody made his wuzu in this time, after sunrise up to zawal, got it or not? So now with that wuzu, according to Abu Hanifa, he can pray Salat al-Zuhr. Because no any first prayer time passed. It was not a first prayer time. But according to Abu Yusuf and Imam Shafi rahmatullahi alayh, as the time of Zuhr started, got it? So the wuzu of Ma'zur is getting broken with the start of time. This is the difference. So this is the difference only in this one time. Because our other prayer, they are connected to each other. They are what? Doesn't make difference that you are saying that it's get broken with the passage or with the start. Yeah. Because the passage of one is the start of the other. Anyway, the passage of one is the start of the other. You got it? And same in the case of mustahaza. Imam Abu Dawud, I think almost 18 or 20 pages he has related different hadiths in mustahaza. Yes, mustahaza is the lady who is bleeding neither because of menstruation nor because of childbirth. But that is a difficulty she has. Got it? We have made a term for that. What is that? Intermittent blood. That is intermittent blood. So intermittent blood is a type of disease. But as it does not stop for a complete time of prayer, so that's why she is considered as ma'zur. So there are the hadiths by different women who used to come to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asking about their case. Yes. So there is one Habiba. There is another one Hamana. Yes. Not Habiba, the mother of the Mu'mineen. Another one by the name of Habiba. So Hamana and Habiba or some other woman, they had that same problem. So they came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not together, in different times. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told her, "Intaziri ayyama qur'iki." The known days of your menstruation you have to wait. Because in menses you cannot pray nor you can fast. Yes? Nor you can enter masjid. Nor you can touch Holy Quran. Nor you can recite. Only Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal for a lady teacher allowed it. But that is the mother of Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Rahmatullahi alayhi. Yes? Got it? Or not? So he said that lady teacher, she can do for the purpose of teaching. He said that's still reciting. That's still what? Reciting. And recitation is prohibited for someone who is in janabat or someone who is in haz. Got it? Got it or not? Yes. Yes, that's what he said there. So, every month you are going on
vacation.
So we said that is the leave there. Yes, leave. Then you will let the story to Tarijan because Tarijan missed it this time. So anyhow, so today Tarijan is not here, that's why I'm calling you Tarijan. Otherwise, when you both are here, so we call him Tarijan, I call you Tarijan. Yes. Got it? Khan and Jan. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told her in Taziri ayyama qur'iki, wait the days of your menses. Don't pray or fast. When the days of your menses pass, so the remaining bleeding days are considered istihad. Summa ghtasili wa tawazzai li kulli salatin. Then take your shower, and later on you have to make wuzu for every prayer. And by every prayer we mean the first prayer. Got it? Got it or not? Got it. And first prayer is the time prayer. So it means that if somebody prayed on his wudu salati janaza in time between sunrise and zawal, so it does not break the wudu. Got it? Salati janaza is not one of the 5 prayers, even though that is first. Got it? But by first prayer we mean the time prayers. Yeah. Salati janaza is not a time prayer. Yes, Imam Abu Dawood rahmatullahi alayhi, he has narrated a few hadiths. The Prophet ﷺ told one of them, "Irtasili likulli salatin." Take shower for every prayer. Take shower for every prayer. Ahlul Zawahir, they have taken that into consideration. That mustahaza, she has to take shower. Yeah. And if she is living in Kansas, and that is winter, and no any warm water is available. Yeah. So I think in one day he will do that, she will do that. Yeah. As if the city you pull this salat. So Ahlul Zawahir, they are trying to kill people. So they say that's in Hadith. Ightasili li kulli salatin. We said that actually the same lady, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told her, Ijlisi fi mirkanin. Ijlisi fi mirkanin. Then you have to sit in a water tub. In a water tub. Actually, that is the heating up of the lady body. Yes, now to cool it down, the use of water is maswa. So the more she will take shower, it will cool her down and it will, yes, lessen the bleeding. Got it? And the support is that. Do you think of Ahlul Zawahir that for every prayer she will be sitting there in tub? Yes, that is medical point of view. We said that ghusl for every salat is also medical point of view. That was not Shari point of view. Got it or not it? Got it? Yes. So that's what Prophet ﷺ said, Mustahadatu yatawazzau li kulli salatin. Now, the next topic is, as we completed the wudu, yes. So now the next topic is al-mashu al-khuffayn. Touching the socks. Touching the socks with wet hand. Al-mashu al-khuffayn. So now in this regard, not expressly but implicitly based upon the i'rab of Quran, i'rab of Quran, we said that that is proven there in Quran as well. Surah Maida, ayah number 6. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, you who believe, idza qumtum ila salati, when you are standing for prayer, faghsilu wujuhakum, wash your faces, wa aydiyakum, your hands, ila al-marafiqi, with your elbows. Up to your elbows. Up to your elbows. That was only a translation given by Imam Zufar. Yes. By all other imams, they say ila al-marafiq, ma'al marafiq. Because huruf jarra, it's called harf jar. Harf jar, they are, yes, coming substitute to each other. Wa aydiyakum ila al-marafiq, and your hands along with your elbows. Got it? So now if somebody washed his hand, elbow is not wet, his prayer is not done, but only according to Imam Zufar. Got it? فَغَسِلُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ وَأَيْدِيَكُمْ إِلَى الْمَرَافِقِ. Imam Bukhari is a great Imam. He is the greatest student of Imam Abu Hanifa, rahmatullahi alayhi. Even Imam Muhammad and Abu Yusuf, they were studying with him. Yeah, he's the greatest Imam, but he was not a compiler. فَغَسِلُوا وُجُوهَكُمْ وَأَيْدِيَكُمْ إِلَى الْمَرَافِقِ. Sometimes we go to his saying in situation, we give fatwa on the saying of Imam Zufar that وفي هذا الفتوى على قول زفر لأنه يناسب الأحوال, because this saying is according to circumstances. Whatever he deduced, that is according to circumstances. So we go fatwa. That's what I told you. That regarding fatwa, yes, when you are muqallid, you are bound to follow your own imam in each and every single issue. When you are giving fatwa, number one, if the situation is different and that is not applicable properly, then you have to go to Abu Yusuf and to Muhammad. To Abu Yusuf and to Muhammad. But we go in ibadat to Muhammad, but in muamalat we go to Abu Yusuf. That's the priority. If that is the case of ibadat, so we are going to whom? To Imam Muhammad. But if that is the case of politics, economy, and all these things, so then we are going for Imam Abu Yusuf, because he was Chief Justice. He was dealing with, so he knows the law. So then we say, wal fatwa ala qawli Abu Yusuf. Got it? And he is the one who wrote a famous book, if you can find it, in English. That is in English. Yes, Kitab al-Kharaj of Imam Abu Yusuf. Kitab al-Kharaj of Imam Abu Yusuf. That's a very beautiful book for IRS. He wrote it for Khalifa Harun al-Rashid. And that is the base of economy in Islamic law. Kitab al-Kharaj of Abu Yusuf and Kitab al-Amwal of Abu Ubaid. These are two basic books. Kitab al-Amwal of Abu Ubaid and Kitab al-Kharaj of Abu Yusuf. Got it? In my book on Islamic financing, I have quoted these two books a lot, because that is the base. That Abu Yusuf said so and Abu Ubaid said so. Got it?
Yes.
وَأَيْدِيَكُمْ إِلَى الْمَرَافِقِ وَامْسَحُوا بِرُؤُوسِكُمْ, and touch your heads with wet hands. وَأَرْجُلَكُمْ, now here are two qira'at. وَأَرْجُلَكُمْ إِلَى الْكَعْبَيْنِ. وَأَرْجُلَكُمْ, we got it mansoob. We got it what? Mansoob. وَأَرْجُلَهْ. La is a fatha and lam. It is a sign of nasr, grammatically. So now, in the ayah, there is wujuha, that is nasr. Wa aydiya, that is nasr. That is what? That is nasr. But wamsahu biru'usi, that is jar. That is jar. So now you cannot do the ataf of mansoob and majroor. Otherwise, Ibn Hajar and Ibn Malik and Mullah Jami, all of them, they will take you to the court of law that he is disturbing the Arabic grammar. Yes, they will take you to a court of law that they are disturbing the Arabic language. So Arjula, that is ataf on Adiya and Wujuha. And wujuha and adiya, they are the maf'ul and object of faghsilu. So, faghsilu wujuhakum, wash your hands, wa adiyakum, wash your faces, wa adiyakum, your hands, ilal marafiqi, along with your elbows, wa arjulakum, and wash your feet, ilal ka'bain, along with your ankle. The same thing as he said in elbow, same thing according to Imam Zufar, that the ankles are not included, but he said that's included. Got it? So anyhow, so now what the Rawafis and the Shia said, based on this very one word, adiya or arjula, that is wrong, because they are not washing their feet. What they do? Yes, they don't wash. Naked feet, they do masa. Who? The Shia Hazras. And وَامْسَحُوا بِرُؤُوسِكُمْ, there is another qiraat and that is mutawatir as well. Yes, But then that ataf and that jar is called jar jawar because of neighborhood. Because of neighborhood of ruku say we recited arjuli. Wamsahu, but it doesn't mean that you should touch your feet the way you are touching your hand. Got it? So anyhow, when somebody is makhfoof, yes, or mujawrab, makhfoof and mujawrab is wearing socks. So it is a hadith. And hadith is narrated by Bukhari and Muslim both. Mughira ibn Shu'bah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he says, كنت مع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فتوضأ فأهويت لأنزع خفيه فقال دعهما فإني أدخلتهما طاهرتين فمسح عليهما رواه الشيخان. Mughira ibn Shu'bah says, I was with the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he made wudu, yes, and he had the khuffain, the socks. So Mughira says, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, yes, that I bow down to take off his socks. To take off his socks. Faqala, the Prophet said, leave it. Da'ahuma فَإِنِّي أَدْخَلْتُهُمَا طَاهِرَتَيْنِ. I wore it when I was with wudu. I wore it when I was with wudu. فَمَسَحَ عَلَيْهِمَا. Then the Prophet sallallahu, look at me. Then the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam did masa on that. This is the base. You wrote it or not? And Imam Ahmad, Nisai, Tirmidhi, Ibn Khuzaymah, Imam Shafi, Hafiz Ibn Majah, Imam Daraqutni, Hafiz Ibn Hibban, Imam Bayhaqi, and Imam Bukhari. This nonsense. All these muhaddithin in their books, they narrated the hadith from Safwan ibn Assal, radiyallahu ta'ala. قال أمرنا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أن نمسح على الخفين إذا نحن أدخلناهما على الطهر ثلاثا إذا سافرنا ويوما وليلة إذا قمنا ولا نخلعهما من غائط ولا بول ولا نخلعهما إلا من جنابة. رواه أحمد والنسائي والترمذي وابن خزيمة والشافعي وابن ماجه والدارقطني وابن حبان والبيهقي والبخاري. All these muhaddithin, they have narrated this hadith. Safwan ibn Assal said, the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to do masa on socks. When we have put it on, when we were okay with wudu. Salasan for 3 days and night, when we are traveling. And 1 day and night, when we are home. And not to take it off min ghaitin because of kuku. Wala bawlin, not because of dibi. وَلَا نَخْلَهُمَا إِلَّا مِنْ جُنَابَةٍ. And not to take it out, but if when we are in janaba, or we get into janaba. So then, we have to take shower. So the shower must have done before. Correct one. Yes. وَلَا نَخْلَهُمَا إِلَّا مِنْ جُنَابَةٍ. There's the second hadith. And also there is another hadith, which is Asar, and narrated by Imam Bukhari and Imam Muslim. And Asar of a Sahabi, the practice of Sahabi. Sahabi name is Jarir, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Ibn Abdullah. Jarir, Ibn Abdullah, Al-Bajali. His name is Al-Bajali. And he was a very much handsome man. Yes. Only to make you to understand, when he was walking on his way, yes, so the men and women both used to look at him. Yes, and he was that much handsome that Prophet ﷺ titled him as Yusuf Ummati. He is Yusuf of my Ummah. Yusuf is known for his beauty. Yusuf ﷺ is known for his beauty. So two people, they are called Yusuf Ummati. One is this one, Jarir ibn Abdullah, and the second one is Dihya Kalabi, radiyallahu ta'ala. They both were that much. That's why Jibreel used to come in shape of Dihya Kalabi. Yes. He was putting himself down, but not that much down. To come in my shape, the ugly shape. So he was coming in shape of Dihya ibn. Yes. Who? Dihya ibn Khalifa. His name is Dihya ibn Khalifa al-Kalabi. Banu Kalab is his tribe. That's why he's called Kalabi. Yes. Don't say Kalbi. Yes. If you would say Kalbi, so it means that he was living with dogs or what? Yes. So Dihya ibn Khalifa al-Kalabi, radiyallahu ta'ala. So anyhow, Jarir ibn Abdullah, he made wudu. Imam Bukhari and Muslim both narrates. And then he did masa on his socks. Now, why it is important? There are thousands of Sahaba they were doing masa. But why we mention Jarir? This is the point. Yes, Abu Bakr was doing masa, why you are not mentioning him? We say not only Abu Bakr, Umar was doing that, Osman was doing that, Ali was doing that, Muawiyah was doing that, all of them they were doing masa. But Jarir, we mention him because he accepted Islam after the nuzul of Surah Al-Ma'idah. You should write it. So nobody can say that masa was there, but the ayah which I recited, they abrogated that masa. No, masa is still intact because Jarir did masa after the nuzul of Surah Al-Ma'idah. He accepted Islam after Surah Al-Ma'idah. That's how you take the hadith. Otherwise, somebody can make it. Abu Bakr was not doing masa. Yes, he was doing. So why the hadith is not regarded? There are so many hadith. He said, brother, we are in your students. We are what? We are in your students. We are not in ilm al-hadith, we narrate hadith. We are in your students. We are narrating a hadith from juristic point of view. So juristic point of view, somebody will say that, oh, masa was there. It was permissible. But when Surah Ma'idah came, it made wudu and wash your feet. So that ayah abrogated this masa concept. You know what I'm saying? So we say Jarir, he accepted Islam after Surah Ma'idah. Surah Ma'idah, it was revealed long ago, and later on Jarir came sometime, accepted Islam, and he was doing masa. So it means that was not an abrogated practice. Got it? And the same practice, according to Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, is narrated by more than 80 Sahaba. You should write it. It doesn't mean that only these 80 Sahaba practiced it. No, their practice is narrated. 80,000 Sahaba were doing that. But who quoted? So more than 80 Sahaba. So it means that this amal is mutawatir. This amal is what? Mutawatir. Mutawatir means lot of people used to do that. Bunch of people used to do that. So when bunch of good people they are doing a practice, so that is a stable practice. A stable and established practice. So mutawatir, we can, for understanding purpose, we can say that's an established practice of Sahaba. Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in. Got it? And that's what Abu Hanifa said, Inna min alamati ahli sunnah. What a beautiful saying. Because in his mind, Ilmul Kalam was in Russian, not of Mu'tazila. The battle was, even though Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi was not getting involved in debates. He was not, that's what I told you, that the people brought two mullahs. They brought two mullahs to Imam Abu Hanifa holding them. Yes. Abu Hanifa said, rahmatullah, what's going on? Why you brought these mashayikh? So they said, sir, they were debating in our masjid that Quran is makhluk or that is not makhluk. So this one said that that is makhluk and created. And this one said that is not created, that is the quality of Allah, the attribute of Allah. So if Allah is not created, those qualities are not created as well. This is an issue of Aqidah. They said that they were debating, so now we are confused. Should we pray behind this one or behind this one? He is right or he is right. Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi did not say that he is right or he is right. He said, don't pray behind any one of them. They said, well, you cannot be prayer. Both of you, chuki. Yes, you are gone. Imam said, don't pray behind both of them. Abu Yusuf said that I was sitting here, so I said, shit. What type of decision you are given? He said, what? He said this one was wrong, who said that this is makhluk. But the other one, he was saying, that this is not makhluk. And you said, don't pray behind any one of them. So, why you give this fatwa? He was right. He said, yes, the issue was right. But the way he brought this ilmi issue in front of general public and making them confused with their imam, that is wrong. So he will create a fitna. That's why I said that let him go. What a clever man he was. Then this is a mullah who will create fitna. Because general public, they do not know these issues. Why they are debating in front of general public? So he said, don't pray behind anyone. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam.